The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Don't worry. The Chamberlain is taking this very seriously. He sent me to take care of it.
My eyes and ears aren't what they used to be, but I still know everything that's going on around here. Be on the lookout for people walking arse first. That's how the demons disguise themselves, so you can't see their hollow inside.
All right. I'll keep an eye out. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic, and every 3rd drop must be...
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
And one more thing to take to heart. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops. Take care now. And go and wash up a bit. You look like you could use it. Christ, pardon me. Sir? Certainly.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Excuse me. The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Only that they're crawling out of fireplaces in the...
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western... If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling...
Of course he told me. That's why we're...
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know, then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace, inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes... I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it.
What do you want?
What do you have for sale?
Thank you, and take care.
Greetings to you.
So, how did you end up at Trotsky?
Sir Otto hired me in Prague as his bodyguard and a sword. I reckon he sensed he was in danger. And he was right. A band of scoundrels was lying in wait.
How was your company ambushed?
It was well planned, I must admit. They nearly got us.
What went wrong for them?
Hard to say. Maybe we were just lucky, and God was watching over us.
That's all there was to it?
If you really want to know what I think,
What do you mean?
it might have come down to a single fool's mistake. I don't know. Like I say, I thank the Virgin Mary and all the saints.
Why do they call you Black Bartosz?
It's just a nickname, of course, because of my, black hair. Once you win a few tournaments, they give you one.
So you're really a high-born knight?
Indeed. I'm Bartoszek of Drahonitz. My father served Emperor Charles his entire life.
Oh, sorry. I suppose I should call you Sir.
No, there's no need for A man should earn a name for himself. It's not enough to be born with a silver spoon in your mouth.
You must have been honoured when the Royal Chamberlain chose you as his bodyguard. How did you meet?
That's simple. I was serving in the garrison in Prague.
I see. But what brought you to his attention?
Depends what you mean. I'd recently won 2 big tournaments, so I was invited to a splendid... It was there Sir Otto offered me a position at his... I'd heard of Trotsky, of course, but I was still astonished when I saw it with my own eyes. Sir Otto spared no expense.
Sorry, but we're about the same age, and I'd never have guessed you're a swordmaster.
We each have our own path, it seems. I even studied at university while I could...
What? You're a man of letters as well?
I wouldn't go that far. I dabble in poetry. I may come from a noble family, but we're not renowned or rich. And studying, and I didn't have one, so I had to do what I do best. That's right. I spent more time fighting than studying at university, and I came out of it alive. So I reckoned...
Where did you learn to fight, Bartosz?
I've dedicated the last 5 years of my life to it. I travelled a lot and...
I'd like to see the world too.
Well, I haven't been all that far either. But unless you learn from true masters... Fortunately, these days there are plenty of swordsmen in Prague.
I hope to make it to our royal city someday soon.
If you do, go and see Master Lamprecht and give him my regards. He's a man of honour and a peerless master of the...
I'd like to learn a new
Certainly. Why not? I like a long sword, but there's not much room for it in the heat of battle. Such a hit with the pommel of a sword, handle of an axe, or edge of a shield. Would you like me to show you?
privies for the guards. Did he make a mistake? Or was he just messing with me?
Go and get your horse so we can get going.
How long have you been serving in?
And what are you after?
Nothing. I'm a blacksmith like my father.
So, you thought you might find some work? Well, you won't, fella me lad. And if you are going to be loitering around me, so best be on your way.
Ah, you must have been wrong about those demons. The place you described to me was just a shitter.
You're right, my bad.
So where should I start looking?
I was actually going to send you to the palace below the Maiden. It's upstairs, near Lord von Burgos. I hear a mysterious door appears right next to the... It must be the devil's work.
All right then.
Greetings.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices, my soup.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one... Oh, I hear the castle has always been connected to hell. But nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here, under the Maiden.
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace there. That creates a boundary, demons.
All right. Where can I find the fire?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fires. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
The devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the sooner you get rid of them, the better. Well, my friend.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Careful! Blessings to you.
How long have you been here in Trust?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe error.
How do things work in the
You mean who runs things when our lord is...
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict. Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security. He's an old soldier and an upright fellow. even if he doesn't come to confession more than once. And the ruler of the roost here is the Chamberlain, Ulrich von Schaumburg. You seriously don't want to cross him, lad?
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz.
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Trotsky. We only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere.
What is Sir Otto von Berghoff like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded the castle, and yet he spends most of his time in Prague. He's the royal chamberlain, and politics takes up a lot of his time.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old chamberlain, Ulrich, managed... But numbers and accounts aren't everything. But that young man is absolutely none of your business.
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again. Did they bother you too?
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel, deep in prayer. Fuck me, he homie. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
My God. What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face of... Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared, veiled in a terror...
That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, if they dare try that even on a man of faith...
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take up your task, and rid us of that hellspawn. May the Lord guide you.
I've sinned, Father.
Your soul is pure, son.
I'll do it.
There is a conciliation cross outside Slatego, in the shade of a linden. Go and pray for the salvation of his soul, and God's grace for those who
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself, and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go.
We'll stay friends.
I'm doing this right. Eight, 9.
God be with you.
Good to see you. Maybe next time.
I hope I'm doing this right.
Christ, pardon me.
I apologise.
Everything. Really? You didn't forget anything?
Back to hell with you.
I just had a chill down my spine. What was that?
Excuse me.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you. Maybe next time.
That should do it. They won't be getting past this. Back to hell with you.
Excuse me.
What was it I wanted?
I'm sorry. Pissing down again.
I'm sorry.
Ave Maria.
What was I thinking about?
Oh, great. Another shitter.
Careful, Henry, or you'll get soaked.
The place you sent me to was just another... I'm starting to lose my patience.
Oops, excuse me and my befuddled...
Where the hell are these demons?
Look around the staircase leading to the It's between the palace below the Crone and the tower. That...
I swear,
Of course not. I wouldn't dare threaten the security of the castle.
if there's nothing there,
I'm sure you'll find something. I'd get...
third time's the charm.
God be with you.
Of course. Another privy. That's enough of that.
I apologize.
Blacksmith?
Let me guess. You didn't...
I'm done looking.
There's no need to. You made so much noise, the demon... Right, to think. I'd find a moron who'd buy it 3 times in a... 3...
So you were just wasting my time?
Not at all. Next time your belly starts...
I feel like I've been possessed by a
Have you lost your sense of... Try me, lad.
You're lucky I don't have the time.
Oh, see you around...
I apologize.
Excuse me.
I took care of those demons. They shouldn't be a problem anymore. I've still got chills down my spine thinking about those...
Hopefully things will quieten. Most importantly,
I decided to help Ossiner. I can still smell that stench everywhere.
he got you too, did he? Tries that prank on all the newcomers till...
You knew? Why didn't you warn me?
I wouldn't want to spoil his fun.
Anyway, did you...
Trotsky Castle, held by Sir Otto, chairman of the provincial court, member... Thanks you.
I didn't fight Lucifer like Sir Otto. I'm glad I could help.
And I'm glad that all I have left to deal with this month is
You've got a lot to do.
There's always something to do at a big castle like this. Also, don't think you can continue to move freely about the castle. You are hereby... Nevertheless, since the minions of hell didn't reach the castle's coffer, nor did... God be with you.